Good morning students. This is 12th standard botany video class. Video 18. In this video, we are going to continue the same lesson, that is asexual and sexual reproduction in plants. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen what is endosperm, different types of endosperm such as nuclear endosperm, cellular endosperm, heliobiyal endosperm and ruminate endosperm. Then we have seen functions of endosperm is the important 3-mark question. Then endosperm astoria is the another important 3-mark question. After this, we have seen in the previous video class, not only that, we have seen how post-fertilization changes occur in the floral parts. Also, we have seen in the previous video. Dear students, today we are going to continue the next topic, that is embryogenesis in asexual and sexual reproduction in plants. Dear students, this is the outline for this chapter. We have seen asexual reproduction, vegetative reproduction. Sexual reproduction occur in 3 stages. First one, pre-fertilization, structure and events. Second one, fertilization. Third one, post-fertilization, structure and events. Today, we are going to see what is embryogenesis and how it is taken place in the dicot seed and dicot embryo development, apomixis, polyembryony and parthenocarpy. Dear students, see the diagram. This diagram which are showing how fertilization and pollination is taken place in higher plants, that is sexual reproduction. Then how zygote is formed. From that zygote, how the embryo is developed, development of embryo, and they produce seed inside the fruit. Then how the seed which are developing into a new individual, that is mature sporophyte. Everything given in the diagrammatic representation. This and all we already seen in a separate part of previous video class, that is microspore formation, megaspore formation. Then how microspore reaches into the female gametophyte, that is ovule. Then how fertilization, that is double fertilization, which is taken place inside the ovule. Then zygote is formed. The zygote is developed into a embryo within the seed. After that, the embryo which are developed into a young seedlings or young sporophyte. Then after that, they are developed into a new individual or newly formed plant. It's named as mature sporophyte. Everything given in a diagrammatic representation. It's very much useful for your future studies. Dear students, see the another diagram. This diagram is also given in your textbook. That is how fertilized egg, that is diploid zygote or an egg, which are developed into a mature embryo, which is taken place inside the seed. Then how the seed which is developed into a new individual is everything given in a diagrammatic representation. This development of embryo is named as embryogenesis. That topic only we are going to see in a detailed manner of this video. Dear students, this is the another diagram which are showing the developmental stage of zygote and embryo formation inside the seed. Dear students, this is the another diagram which are showing the dicot embryo inside the seed. So dicot embryo means you already studied in 10th standard That is the difference between dicot plant and monocot plant. Dicot plant means they are having 2 cotyledon. Monocot plant means they are having only 1 cotyledon. So this is the embryo of dicot seed named Capsella bursa pastoris, which are having 2 cotyledon. கீழே இருந்து அப்படியே பாருங்க, மேலே வளைஞ்சு போயிட்டு 2 டிவிஷனாக பிரியுது பாருங்க. That is said to be the cotyledon of an embryo. So that this embryo is named as dicot embryo. That one also we are going to see in this video. Dear students, this is the another diagram which are showing the part. I told you that 2 division which is called cotyledon, 2 cotyledon. SAM, that means shoot apex meristem. That means they are afterwards producing the shoot system. Next one is the hypocotyle region. Hypocotyle means below the cotyledon region is named as hypocotyle region. Then endosperm. What is the endosperm? It is a nutritive tissue for the growing embryo and their development. So endosperm tissue. Then ram, which means root meristem. Root apical meristem. That means the afterwards they are producing the root system. So this is said to be the structure of dicot embryo, showing the different important parts. Dear students, now only we are entering into the topic embryogenesis. Simply we can able to say that one development of embryonal stage or embryonic stage is called embryogenesis. Here we are going to see the development of dicot embryo. Example, Capsella bursa pastoris. It is a crucifer type of embryo or onograd type of embryo. Is an important 1 mark question. Dicot embryo is the dash type of embryo, means onograd or crucifer type of embryo. So this embryo, which is developed in the micropylar end of the embryo sac, that's why it is named as onograd or crucifer type of embryo. You already know that one. The pollen grain which germinated in the stigma produce the pollen tube. This pollen tube pass through the styla region of the gynecium and enter into the embryo sac through micropylar region, and it fuses with the egg through the synergids. So that this embryo is named as onograd or crucifer type of embryo. Dear students, zygote divides a transverse division. Zygote which contain 2n number of chromosome, that is diploid zygote, which undergo a transfer division to form a 2 cell. One is the upper cell or terminal cell and the lower cell or basal cell. Okay, so first of all, the diploid zygote which undergo a transverse division. Transverse அப்படினா என்ன அர்த்தம் உங்களுக்கு? குறுக்கு வாட்ல. Okay, transverse division to form a 2 cell, upper terminal cell and lower basal cell. Then the lower basal cell again undergo transverse division to form a 4 cell. The terminal cell divides vertically to form 4-celled pro-embryo. So basal cell divides transversely and the terminal cell also divides vertically. Vertically na ungalku straight line அப்படினு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா? Transverse na horizontal. So basal cell undergo transverse division and the terminal cell undergo vertical division. So what will happen? 4 cells are formed. 2 cell இருந்தது, ஒரு transverse division, ஒரு horizontal division taken place. So it contains 4 cell. This embryo is named as 4-celled embryo. Okay, then the second vertical division, right angle to the first one, taken place in the terminal cell, forming the 4-celled stage called a quadrant. So what will happen? Again another vertical division. The first vertical division is taken place in the terminal cell. So 4-celled embryo is formed. Next, the another vertical division is taken place at right angle to the first vertical division in the terminal cell, that is the upper cell, which are forming the 4-celled stage. So this condition is called quadrat. அப்படினா என்ன அர்த்தம்? ஒருத்தல 4 செல் டிப்பில் இருக்குங்க, டெர்மினல்ல 4 cells இருக்கு. This condition is called quadrat stage. Then after that, each quadrant cell which are undergo another transverse division to form a 8-cell. These cells are arranged in the 2 tiers, that means 2 rows. Each row la எத்தனை cell இருக்கும் அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா 4 cells இருக்கும். 2 tiers means 2 rows. So each rows are a tier having the 4 cells. So 4 plus 4, how many cell is there? 8 cell. So this condition or a stage is called a octant stage. Octant means 8. So this stage is called a octant stage. Dear students, see the diagram. First one is a diploid zygote or an egg, that is fertilized egg which contains 2n number of chromosome. This diploid zygote undergo transverse division to form a 2 cell. One is the upper cell or apical cell or terminal cell. Another one is the lower cell or basal cell. So next diagram is the octant, that is both basal cell and terminal cell are transversely and also vertically undergo division to form a 4-celled stage, that is called a quadrant. So these quadrant again undergo one more vertical division to form a 8-celled stage, that is called a octant. See the third diagram which contains the 8 cell, that is said to be the octant. So after this only we have seen in the previous paragraph. Next we are going to see in the another paragraph. Dear students, now the embryo which contains 8 cell, isn't it? So both of them arranged in the 2 tiers. Upper tier which are having the 4 cells, that is called epibasal cell. Upper, which means outermost layer, that is said to be epibasal or anterior octant. Another one which is present at the lower tier of the 4 cells, which is named as hypobasal or posterior octant. So out of this 8-stage cell, they are having 4 at the upper level, 4 at the basal level. Upper 4 are named as epibasal and the lower 4 are named as hypobasal or posterior octant. So why it's given posterior octant means again this 4 cells which are undergo division forming 8 cell in the outer side, that is epibasal, and the basal side or posterior side another 8 one, that is said to be hypobasal. So these 8 cell which are undergo periclinal division, that's why they are given. Now only I told you both of them which are undergo further division to form a 8 cell outer side epibasal, that is anterior side, and the another 4 which undergo division to form a octant cell in the hypobasal region or posterior octant. So now they are having the 16-celled stage. 8 are in the outer side, that is named as epibasal, and the 8 are in the inner side, that is named as hypobasal. So these are all the 16-celled stage of embryo. Then next, the outer 8 cell represent the dermatogen. So that means the plant body which are having the outermost region is called dermatogen. You have studied apical meristem theory in shoot and root in 11th standard anatomy first lesson. Here how this outermost dermatogen is formed in the embryo is given here. Out of this 16-celled stage, outer 8 cell which are produce the outermost layer of the plant part is called epidermis. that region is called a dermatogen. Okay, so these dermatogen afterwards undergo anticlinal division. What is the anticlinal division? Parallel. Okay, anticlinal division to produce the epidermis. The next one, inner H cell, which undergo two division, vertical as well as the transverse. That means plus in my imagine panikkinga. Horizontal, vertical division to form outer layer of peribulum. What is the peribulum? Peribulum layer means it is the innermost layer which is present in the secondary growth of a plant parts. Below the epidermis, they are producing the another layer in the secondary growth is called a peribulum. So here, so this peribulum which is gives rise to, what is that one? Cortex and a central region. Okay, gives rise to cortex and the central region of plerome which forms the stele region. So these are all the different layer which is formed in the 16th stage of the embryo. Outer H cell which are formed the epidermis, that layer is called a dermatogen. The inner H cell again undergo vertical and a transverse division, and the transverse division la outer which are producing the peribulum. This peribulum which gives rise to cortex. Another inner layer which is called a plerome or a central region which produce the vascular tissues, that is called a stellar region. So this is how dermatogen, peribulum and plerome which are formed in the embryo due to the division of the embryo, that is vertical, anticlinal, transverse division. Dear students, see the fourth diagram. So this is said to be the octant stage of the embryo, and also this octant cells which are undergo transverse and vertical division which form 16-celled stage. Out of this H cell which is present outer surface which forms the dermatogen, the inner H cells which are forming the plerome and peribulum. So peribulum which constitute the cortex region, plerome which produce the stellar region. So this condition of a cell is called a globular embryo. Another one is the stage of the development of, what is it in ungalku? Periclinal, anticlinal division. The shape is look like in the form of triangular shape. At the base they are having the vertical rows of cells which constitute the suspensor. What is the suspensor? The suspensor which are absorbing nutrition from the endosperm tissue and give it to the growing embryo. So that is said to be the suspensor. This suspensor which is produced from the basal cell. So basal cell already undergo a vertical division to form a 4-cell in the chillia. Then again it will undergo another division and form a H cell. So this H-celled suspensor which is formed, that embryo shape is look like in the form of triangular shape of embryo. Dear students, up to this we have seen how the terminal cells which are undergo division and form the 16-celled stage. Now we are going to see the another cell of the 2-celled pro-embryo, that is basal cell. The basal cell is also already undergo a transverse division to form a 2-cell. Then after that, this basal cell which undergo several transverse division to form a 8 to 10 or 6 to 10 celled structure is called a suspensor. So at this stage, the embryos look like in the form of oval shaped. That is said to be globular. And the suspensor help to push the embryo deep into the endosperm. At this stage, the function of the suspensor which is produced from the basal cell, it makes the embryo to push deep into the endosperm. Endosperm kulla full panni deep suppress பண்ணுது. Then out of the 6 to 10 cell of suspensor, the uppermost cell of the suspensor enlarges to form a structure is called a haustorium. So this haustorium is also sucking substance to absorb the minerals from the outer surface or from the endosperm and giving to the growing embryo. So out of the 6 to 10 vertical shaped suspensor, the uppermost cell which are modified into haustorium, and the lowermost cell of the suspensor is named as hypophysis. The uppermost cell is called, that is modified into haustorium or sucking organ or absorbing organ. The lowermost suspensor cell is called as hypophysis. Then a transverse division and 2 vertical division is taken place in the lowermost suspensor cell is called hypophysis, which forms the 8th cell. What will happen? Transverse குறுக்கு வாட்டில் ஒரு division, but 2 vertical division, 2 parallel 2 vertical division, so that what will happen? They are producing the 8th cell. ஒரு செல்லு தான் இருந்தது, ஒரே ஒரு lowermost cell that undergo transverse division, 2 ஆயிடுச்சு. ஓகே, then it will undergo 2 vertical division which constitute the 8 cells in the lowermost region of the suspensor. That is called, what is that one? Hypophysis. Now the hypophysis which are having the 8 cell. So these 8 cells are which are arranged in 2 tier, that means 2 rows. One row having the 4 cell, another one is the other 4 cell. So here the upper 4 tier gives rise to root cap and epidermis. So in the hypophysis la irukkudiya 8 cell la upper cell row, that means tier of the upper cell gives rise to root cap region and epidermis. So at this stage, the shape of the embryos look like in the form of heart-shaped. What is that one? Heart-shaped structure. Cell division in the hypocotyl. What is it? Hypocotyl. Below the cotyledon region is called, what is that one? Hypocotyl. And the cotyledon regions of the embryo proper result in the elongation. So cell division in the hypocotyl region, which makes the development of cotyledon region elongated in the embryo. Then further development shows the shape of the embryo is look like in the form of curved horseshoe shaped embryo in the embryo sac. Horseshoe shaped na அர்த்தம் உங்களுக்கு அப்படியே தலை கீழே திரும்பி வச்ச மாதிரி நீங்களே படிச்சுப்பீங்க. The shape of the magnet பார்த்துருக்கோம் இல்லைங்களா? ஒன்று பார் மேக்னெட் படிச்சிருக்கோம், இன்னொன்று horseshoe shaped magnet அப்படின்னு படிச்சிருப்போம். That shape, that ஒரு half curve அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். half curve ரெண்டு ஒன்றா ஜாயின் பண்ணால் 2 எண்டு வரும் இல்லையா? That is said to be the horseshoe shaped embryo is formed. லாடு மாதிரி அப்படின்னு வாங்க. This embryo as a region is called a radicle, that is root apical meristem, which afterwards produce the radicle, and 2 cotyledons, and a plumule it's said to be shoot apical meristem. Thus an newly formed mature embryo is present inside the seed. Dear students, see the diagram. We have seen globular, triangular, and also what is that one? Heart-shaped embryo. Then they are given another shape that is said to be torpedo. Torpedo means the root apical meristem, shoot apical meristem, and 2 cotyledon is also produced in the embryo is called torpedo shape. That is not given in your book. Next one is the mature embryo. See the shape of the embryo. That is said to be horseshoe-shaped type of embryo, which are having the vascular tissue system, ground tissue system, and epidermis, shoot apical meristem, cotyledon, and root apical meristem. So everything which is seen in the matured embryo, this embryo only which is present inside the seed. See the next diagram, left side. Seed, embryo. This embryo is surrounded by a seed coat. Inner side, they are having the cotyledon. So this embryo only afterwards developed into a new plant with a reproductive organ is called flower, with a sepal, petal, stamen, stigma, style, ovary, and ovule. So this is the developmental stage of dicot embryo in Capsella bursa pastoris. That is called embryogenesis. So development of embryo inside the seed is called embryogenesis. Dear students, I hope have you all understood how embryogenesis which has taken place inside the seed. Dear students, this is the another diagram of Capsella bursa pastoris, which are showing the simple representation of embryogenesis. First one, it is the structure of ovule. Inside the ovule they are having embryo sac which are containing the antipodal chalacal region. So micropylar region having the egg with synergids. They are having the diploid zygote. At the center they are having primary endosperm cell. What does that mean ungalukku? That is endosperm. Then after that PEN, what is that one? Primary endosperm nucleus which is triploid 3N number. Then the antipodal cell which is present in the chalaca region is degenerating or destroyed. Then after that the ovule which are containing the zygote having the diploid nucleus. This diploid nucleus undergo vertical division, form two cell, upper terminal cell and the lower basal cell. Both of them undergo several vertical and transverse division to form a 8 to 10 celled suspensor and also heart shaped embryo, globular shaped embryo. The heart shaped embryo afterwards having the suspensor which is produced from the basal cell. The terminal cell which is undergo several division and forms the heart shaped embryo. Finally, they are producing astorium, hypophysis, and finally it produces the horseshoe shaped embryo with a radical, cotyledon and plumule. So this is the simple diagrammatic representation of dicot embryo. Dear students, I have already shown this diagram. So this is the dicot embryo of Capsella bursa pastoris. The shape of the embryo is horseshoe shaped. At the top they are having two division, that is called a cotyledon. At the base of the cotyledon they are having the shoot apical meristem. Then at the base they are having the root apical meristem, dermatogen, plerome, periplum, everything which is present inside the embryo. This is said to be the dicot embryo which is present inside the seed coat. So this is the another diagram which are showing the dicot embryo. I told you now only at the base of the cotyledon having the shoot apical meristem. So below the cotyledon region is called a hypocotyle. Then above the cotyledon is called a epicotyle. Here at the base they are having root apical meristem, afterwards developed into root or radical region. This is the endosperm, that is triploid nucleus formed from the double fertilization, which are giving nourishment to the growing embryo. So this is said to be the another dicot embryo with the parts. Dear students, this is the diagram which is given in your textbook. First one, diploid zygote. They undergo division, which are forming the two-celled pro-embryo. Then after that, they are undergo vertical and transverse division in the terminal cell, which are forming four-celled pro-embryo. Then the terminal cell, which is undergo several division, they are forming the embryonal mass. This shape is called a globular embryo. The basal cell, which are undergo division to form 8 to 10 suspensor. The upper cell of the suspensor is called a hypophysis, and the lower cell of the suspensor, which is named as, the lowermost cell of the suspensor is called a hypophysis, and the uppermost cell of the suspensor, which is named as ostoria. Okay. Then the next one is the development of embryo inside the seed. A large endosperm, which is yellow in color. Then the embryonal mass, that is a globular shaped embryo, which is present inside the seed coat. What will happen? The globular shaped embryo only pushes the embryo deeper into the endosperm. That one we have given in the textbook. So after the formation of suspensor, hypophysis, embryonal mass, the embryo which is developed into heart-shaped embryo. The next one, they are producing cotyledon, hypophysis region, radicle and root cap. The suspensor afterwards going to be destroyed. Finally, the horseshoe-shaped embryo which is embedded inside the seed coat. The two cotyledon. Below the cotyledon is the plumule, that is shoot apex meristem. At the base they are having the root apex meristem, that is called radicle. The tip of the root is covered by a cap-like structure is called a root cap. So this is the different embryonal development taken place in the dicot embryo named Capsella bursa pastoris. The type of the dicot embryo development is phonogram or crucifer type of embryo, because the embryonal development is taken place at the micropylar end region. Dear students, I hope have you all understood what is embryogenesis, how development of embryo is taken place inside the seed. Dear students, remaining we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best, children.